So just in case I forget, this is how we're gonna fix this here issue. Is just weld the ID inside of this here, down inside there, because it's leaking. Well, let me get right here. It's leaking past the bolts right there, and I can't get on the other side of that without screwing up my gap for my V-band to fit. So best case is just to weld the ID of this on the inside, and I ran out of stainless wire, so I don't want that to just be sitting in there rusting, and I don't have any tinfoil. I need to bring some tinfoil next time to shove down into that hole so I don't get slag all down into my valves and all over the place. Need to shove that down in there and then vacuum everything out and pull out that tinfoil. That way I don't send a bunch of slag and metal shavings down into my engine or into my turbo or none of that. We don't want none of that happening. So bring some tinfoil. I got the stainless flux core wire ordered. So that'll be it. Just need to do that. All right. Fixing to have to head to the house. I got my mirrors on. They're all greased up. I got my greasy fingers all over them. I greased the little worm drives in there for the motors. And I got the wheels on. They look great, man. Just the slightest little bit of poke on them. And I got the upper part of the door panels on. They're a pain because everything on them is broken. Right there, broken. That one's broken. That one's broken. That whole piece is broken. Up here, all this stuff was broken. So it was a huge pain to get everything on there and try to get it on. Yeah. Check out how the stance looks back here. Hard to see the wheels and tires and stuff, but yeah, now we're looking good. All right, I finished up the passenger door. Reupholstered this armrest last night and put it on. Looks okay. Yeah, gonna go ahead and probably clean this up and put the trunk liner in back here. Then I just need to weld up the crap up there and be good to go, ready to tune.
Weldon gets its fuel from the bottom of the tank. So all I use the lift pump is for starting, and I run it all the time. And I bring the Weldon on at one part of the roof, so I run two pumps, the intake and the Weldon 20 to 35. And I run them in I have a T basically, and I have a air motor check valve on the Weldon side. So the intake pump can't push through the Weldon back to the bottom of the tank. So the Weldon overcomes the check valve and both pumps are running at the same time at that point. And no issues, that's different than mechanical gear driven on the front motor. But all the ones that, yeah, but all the cars that I've ever tuned,
my diff. Diff's out of there. Oh my God. All right, just put these freaking behemoth relays, these starter relays in here. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. I figured I was gonna have a harder time fitting this crap in here, but I think it'll fit behind the panel just fine. Get rid of these little powerhouse relays. They were getting hot. So here we are. All right, got the passenger seat in. This shit matches really well. Still got to do a little bit of work to get the seat fully bolted down. I got a bolt down there and a bolt up front. I need to still get in, make some adjustments. But got that bracket in and that bracket in. But yeah, just to see how well it matches the interior. It matches really well. The camera's making this look a little bit more light than it is, just because that's where the light's hitting it. But yeah, looks really nice. They're comfortable in here. I'm worried the driver's side is going to be a little bit hiked up. Like, you know, where your thighs sit, it might be a little bit too high. So I might have to try to figure out how to raise that a little bit. Because this only goes down and up this away, and my old seats, the whole seat moves. So yeah, they look fucking sick in here. Look real nice. Don't mind my super messy truck. Here's my old seats versus the new. Both look nice, but these new ones are way more sporty looking. The old F Sport. All right, first test fit. This shit looks good. Damn. Yep. I'm definitely gonna have to keep my engine bay clean from now on. Them valve covers ain't they ain't gonna work. At least not the paint on them. Yep. The damn harness. Kinda sorted. Probably have to clean up that little spot where my piping was rubbing on the strut tower. Now that you can actually see it. I gotta sort out some vacuum lines, and I'm about to see if this throttle cable is gonna work or not. Somebody take my credit card away from me. All right, do us a little 2025 update. Had this thing on the road for 2 years now, but been editing a bunch of videos and stuff lately for the car, and when I was in this shop putting it all together, I came up here to pay the bill, and my car is dirty. I haven't washed it in a little while, but it's kind of a update. I've done some stuff recently that I'll have some other clips to that from when I actually did stuff, but put some seats in here and got a new steering wheel. Put some F-Sport seats in here and changed out to this wheel. It's a little bit smaller. I like the way it grips, and my factory wheel kind of got a little old and had it under a cover for too long, and it tore it up a little bit. Yeah, interior of the car is pretty nice. I've reupholstered a lot of stuff, a lot of it being a long time ago. You know, I bought a new boot, bought a new center console leather, and new knob, new shifter bezel leather, all that good happy stuff. Yeah, these seats, man, they feel fantastic. My stock ones are really clean. They're reupholstered and all that, but man, these just feel way more aggressive and just get you a little more planted. I'm a skinny dude too, so let me pop the hood on this thing. That's another thing that I've done this year. The engine bay is probably going to be filthy because, you know, I haven't washed the car in a while and it tends to get filthy. It's not too bad, but yeah, pretty obvious update there. Painted the valve covers. Kind of needed to do that. Put a front-facing intake manifold conversion. Didn't really like the Chinese one when they came out with the Dodo one. I had my eye on it for a little while, and everybody was raving about it, so I figured pull the trigger on it. Saved up a little money and got it. Ended up swapping to a ETS 4-inch intercooler. Thing's pretty sick. Had to weld this onto new bracket. It came with this guy. My reservoir was already kind of crammed in there, crooked, and it kind of looked bad. Yeah, used a piece of angle iron on top of the frame rails and just tacked it in place. It's a beefy guy down there. Beefy little guy. Ended up getting a tile blow-off valve. It's kind of hard to see in there. I'll reference a picture to that, but yeah, had to tuck all my wire harness under there because on the GE, you have a harness that runs up underneath the intake there, and it mounts right there. There's a couple little bolts, some plastic, and all that crap. Had to build out a new throttle bracket right there. It's all custom fabricated that I did there. This I got from PHR, I believe. Yeah, it is a little dirty in here. Paint shop messed up my cover too. For whatever reason, they had that off because the battery died. I think one of them stepped on it or something. think I actually have another one laying around here, so no big deal. Yeah, little 2025 update. Rich, but it is real cold out here. Yeah, a lot of rich. Yeah, probably a little too much fuel in it, but can't complain about that. I'm snowed in. It's like on E75 right now. Yeah, thick layer of snow on here.